What are people not talking about that they
They're
should?
not talking about our worldview. Everybody's laughing at America because we have the weakest president we've ever had in the history. He likes everybody but America. Well, because he's crooked, he's gotten a lot of money, millions over the years with his son Hunter. But the thing that is, Russia, China, everybody's laughing because we have no strength. We are not the America of 10 years ago. It's scary.
So we were stronger when President Obama was in office?
No,
That was 10 years ago.
no, yeah. Obama started this whole mess and started dividing us. When Trump came in, he started getting us back to our roots, back to loving America, back to helping get rid of the regulations so we can be more energy efficient. Now, look at we're buying our oil from where? A foreign country when we have enough here in this country to take care of us plus many?
Well, we've always bought our oil from other countries.
No, but we could produce more here. He's hurting big businesses. Look at what's going on. You've got big businesses that are going out of business. Did you hear about the drug? Not CVS, but one of them. Rite Aid. They're going out of business. They're closing over 100 stores.
That has nothing to do with being able to get stuff online and from Amazon?
No.
You started to talk about immigration. Tell me about that.
So who are these people in our country? They're not vetted, right? We don't know nothing of them. So
They're asylum seekers, essentially, right?
and that's fine. You know, I love people. I love diversity. I do. I honestly, in my heart, I do. What I see on TV, what I read on the news is a lot of people getting bused from Texas, Governor Abbott, saying we cannot sustain all these people coming in.
Do you think that's PR and propaganda, or do you think you take him at his word?
No, I absolutely believe it because the reason I say I believe that is because Governor Abbott, he's sitting there saying he can't sustain this. So if Abbott, he's not even on the border where Texas is, right? And if Abbott can't sustain the influx of immigrants that are coming, then what do you think is happening in Texas, where they're right there on the border? I mean, that should speak volumes, right?
What do you think is the biggest danger in America right now?
The people pouring in from over the border. I mean, as he always said, and he has said for many years, the fentanyl, the terrorists, we've got enough problems with our own people, much less to bring in from other countries.
And what is it about? I mean, this is a nation of immigrants. What is it about immigration that gives you pause right now?
Well, it's not immigrants, because my family came straight from Italy. So it has nothing to do with immigration. It has to do with the fact that they're not even checking these people. My uncle was not allowed into the United States when my grandfather came because he had an eye condition. Now they're just letting anybody come in. It's a free-for-all. You know, my biggest fear right now is nothing is in place, or I don't know if anything's in place, to not have the election stolen again. That's my biggest fear.
So you think it was stolen last time?
Absolutely.
What has been the evidence that you've seen that convinces you?
2,000 Mules, that movie, with people actually stuffing the ballot boxes, of people having bins of ballots underneath their desks, of them stopping when he was ahead and then all of a sudden he lost when everybody woke up the next morning. You know what? I mean, I'm no brilliant person here, but what I saw, and it's not just because I'm for Donald Trump, let the best man win, but when it's stolen, it's stolen. And it was stolen, and like I said, I wasn't there, but I saw the movie of the exact things that were happening. You're not going to convince me otherwise when you see things.
That's Dinesh D'Souza's movie you're talking about. The courts have poured over everything. People from within the administration, Republicans who were state secretaries of state have said it didn't happen. What would it take to convince you that it was a legitimate election?
Oh, they would have to really convince me, because the bottom line is Trump was out and about and rallying, and Biden was in his basement. Biden did nothing. Did absolutely nothing to win that last election. He didn't. He did nothing.
So just because Trump was the harder worker.
Not just that. I mean, look at his policies. Look at what he did, how he turned this country around from the Obama generation. I never got the impression that Obama loved America. He was from this place and that place, and You know, do we really know where he was from?
Well, he was born in Hawaii, when in the United States.
Right, he was born in Hawaii, but Trump, he was an open book. I know I sound stupid to the Democrats right now, but no, I think Trump, if he doesn't have something in place, the same thing is going to happen with Biden.
What would you say is the scariest thing that's happening in the country right now that no one's talking about?
The border with Canada is a major issue. You know, in the last 30 days, they've caught 6,000 people on the New England border with Canada. That's more than they have in the last 20 years. There was people from 72 different countries. So we're being infiltrated at all corners and crevices around this country right now, and that's not good. I mean, we're catching people on the terror warning list and things like that. So
Isn't that good? That means that we don't have open borders, right? If we're catching people coming over.
It's the ones we're not catching.
I was removed from a paid space by a coach when she found out I voted for Trump.
Good. MAGA learns yet another lesson on boundaries. Something they really fucking struggle with is they genuinely feel they're entitled to everyone's space and everyone's time. Freedom of choice for me, absolutely none for you. As a matter of fact, you're persecuting me. If you kick me out of these spaces, but this isn't a sob story, it's a story of liberation.
I remember feeling a little bit of feeling like kicked out of the lunch table from the cool girls.
I mean, that's essentially what happened, the adult version of that, and what's happening to MAGA more broadly. None of you chuckle fucks get to hang out with the cool kids anymore. Stay the fuck out of our spaces. I don't know why y'all are so fucking desperate to get in. Show me one lefty who is like, I had to lie to gain access to this MAGA space because nobody wants to be there.
I know you are sitting there. You aren't sharing fully who you are because you are afraid to be canceled.
I feel like the fucking Truman Show. Like, who the fuck are you talking to? Could never be me. I feel like most people aren't overly concerned that they'll be canceled for their beliefs. This is more of a MAGA thing, but this is pretty much what you get. I mean, people who know me in real life would say I'm a little doper than this, actually.
You are calculating the cost of telling people who you are, of people knowing the private conversations that you have with friends and family, seeing those on social media. You are afraid of being kicked out of those spaces. The referrals not coming, people no longer liking you.
Yeah, pro tip, MAGA, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you're starting to weigh the social costs of your sincerely held ideological beliefs, you might want to question those beliefs first and why there are such serious ramifications to expressing them openly. Remember, ostracizing people has a very important evolutionary function. It's how we survive. It is very important to ostracize people who show they are willing to actively harm the communities of which they are a part, as this woman displays. They are willing to hide their morally repugnant beliefs to gain access to spaces where they know they are not welcome and wish members of those communities harm. You see me trying to go to evangelical churches, MAGA? No. I recognize I'm most likely not welcome there, but you're still entitled to have those fucking spaces, you losers.
You are searching for freedom by asking, what am I missing? What is wrong with me? Why can't I figure it out? When your greatest fear is being misunderstood, you are not willing to let your liberation cost your reputation.
It's just fucking wild to me that white women like this will speak about liberation like they just made it through some kind of MAGA underground railroad, like they ever had anything at stake. Pretty fucking telling that your biggest fear is being misunderstood. Oh no. You know, for some people, their greatest fear is being killed by people who look like you or like me. That's what real courage actually looks like, when you still put it on the line to gain even a small measure of dignity and liberation, not expressing an opinion that might get you kicked out of a yoga studio, but is actually the institutional norm. Give me a fucking break.
As long as you protect your reputation higher than your liberation, you will always think something is missing. You are not missing anything. Your freedom will come on the other side, being willing to set that on fire, being willing to be yourself and let it cost you everything, because once it costs you everything, there's nothing they can take away from
You're gonna catch her in 6 months with the MAGA beret on saying, I am a revolutionary. Who the fuck is this for? To be clear, there was never a point at which any of you were going to lose everything. Okay, getting kicked out of a coaching opportunity that you were seemingly paying for is not losing everything. Your friends just don't want to be around you anymore because you're a piece of shit. But I'm sure your comments were very supportive.
521 people all said that I deserve to be shunned.
Oh, cue the Curb Your Enthusiasm music. Them rookie numbers, we can get those up. And this just proves MAGA are literal fucking children who were never given boundaries and never told no. They just think they can do whatever they want, that they get access to whoever they want, whatever space you don't. We are allowed to have spaces where you are not welcome. And at this point, it's entire cities, and expect that to expand. Again, shunning has a very important evolutionary purpose, and you are about to find that out. You have proven you cannot be responsible members of this community, and you will destroy it if left to your own fucking ends.